So I have this cute little beehive. This is the raw wood color. I've already been working today. Anyway, okay, so this is a raw wood color. This is what the front looks like, and you can see it has little bees. I'm not worried about painting over the bees while I'm painting the hive, because the bees are going to be completely a solid different color. Hello. So this has two cute bees on it. Okay, this is going to be our base. Okay, I found this at Target. This I got at Target. It was $3. You can see, and I've been kind of holding on to it. I've had it for probably about 5 or 6 months. Been holding on to it, not knowing what I was going to do with it. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to napkinize it here, napkinize it here. We're going to add the hive to it. I have some molds that I did in acrylics that we're going to use. We've got a bunch of different ribbon. We are going to make a sassy bow. We have a crown that we're going to use on this because, you know, the queen bee has got, y'all, look at this Totally Dazzled crown. We have the bees. We have the bees. I'm going to use this bee that has no bling because I love it. I love this bee. And then this is the same bee with bling. So we're going to use those two bees. We may use some of the other antique bronze Totally Dazzled. So let's have some fun. I have already painted this, and you can tell it's not a solid color, right? So let me show you what I did. Here it is. Yeah, this is it. This is yellow ochre work, yellow orc by Bulk Art, and the Anita's acrylic. This is a earth brown. So what I did is I put these on my plate. Y'all, I have these all kinds of little plates laying around that I put acrylic paint on, and they scrape right off. So all this is dry. So right now all that's wet on here is that yellow that looks kind of like an antique yellow. Put some of that on my brush, and I'm bringing the brown in. So you can see it gives you a nicer honey color, a deep honey looking color, but it's brown. And then we're going to, I wanted to get the first coat on it because I knew it was going to soak it up. And now I'm going to go through here and just add some different layers of color. Okay, that is going to bring some interest and dimension to this project. So look at that. Is the tip for you for painting. I'm going to show you a couple different painting techniques. I want this to dry a little bit. I have some bubble wrap here, okay? What we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut this bubble wrap to fit our hive, all right? So I'm gonna take this bubble wrap, and you see this is the flat side, this is the bubble side. I want the bubble side. Hello in Virginia. I'm gonna take this larger brush. I'm gonna add this antique gold to my plate. Excuse me. Okay. Little antique gold. And I am going to brush this on here. So you see I brushed this paint on here. Now I'm actually going to turn it like this. That way I don't get as much on the bees. And I'm going to push this down. That. is what you get. Let this dry, and then we're gonna come in and we're gonna put a few details around the little hive. We're gonna put some gold in there. Have my little washboard, and the washboard, I'm not gonna worry about painting this part right here. I think it's light enough, but I am gonna paint this up here because I don't want that dark to come back through. And I've just got a little white chalk paint here. Okay, so you see I just painted that white. I am going to use Posh Chalk Pigment Infuser. Guys, I love this so much to use as my decoupage medium. Okay, I have this beautiful napkin. Look at this beautiful napkin. I picked this up actually in a boutique in Ohio, and it came with this one, and then I bought separate the beverage napkins that match it, you guys. Look at that cute napkin. So we possibly are going to use both of these napkins. I may just use this one. We're going to separate these napkins. Okay, so I am going to, this is going to be our background here. I'm going to take my water pen and I'm going to start this. Let me get it going. So you can see all the torn edges around the edge. This is going to have so much going on it that it's not going to be noticeable if it is not perfect in there. Okay, and then this one is just right about where that little edge is. I really like this wood, the color that it is. We might decide to put some antique wax on it just to deepen it a little bit, but we'll see. Okay, so this is our napkin that's going to go in here. So imagine this is the background where the beehive is, because you know the beehive is in the flower garden, right? Okay, and now I am going to get my pigment infuser, shake that up, and I have to work to get it open probably. Oh, no, okay. I'm going to take my pigment infuser out of my lid first, and I am putting it on here. And I'm going to do this in sections because I do not want this to dry. Alright, so I went ahead and painted that. We're going to set this over to dry. Set that to dry. It will dry pretty quickly. And then we're going to go ahead and work on this beehive. So here's our beehive. You guys saw how we did the what looks like honeycomb kind of on the beehive. We used bubble wrap and we put a antique yellow on there, and we just kind of stamped it down on there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a small brush. Let's see. We're going to take a small brush, and I have some brown here. I'm going to take some of this brown. Thank you, Sue. Okay, I'm gonna take some of the brown and we're gonna just put some detail around some of these circles. So you see how I'm just putting some brown detail around the circles. None of it's perfect. That is the beauty of doing something like this. All right, so that added some extra dimension. Look at how on this side over here, it really makes those pop. So I'm gonna paint the bees black because I really want my Totally Dazzled to stand out on it. So we're gonna look at it. Okay. I really think that I like the bee painted black. I really do. So here's our black bees. Now, right now, it's just like, what? Black bees? Let's get our liquid gold and there you go. I want you guys to see what's going on down here. Now I'm going to take this liquid gold and I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to put just some little patches of gold around. Okay. I want the light to, there you go. So there is our little, just little pieces of gold. We may decide that we want to add a little more here and there. I don't know. I don't want to add too much. So I'm going to stop with this right now. And we're going to let this dry and we're going to go back to our napkin. We have already cut the napkin for our washboard. Oh, we're going to like this so much better, you guys. We've already cut the napkin for our washboard for up here. So I'm going to go ahead and get my brush for the Posh Chalk Pigment Infuser. This is what I like to use to do my decoupage. It's really light. It helps with wrinkles not being bad. I've never loved the whole iron method. I don't know why. I don't dislike it, but it's just never been my thing. So I'm always looking for something that is just a one-step process that doesn't have as many wrinkles. Under this pigment infuser. It really does. Okay, I'm not going to shut that too much because so you can see the ribs. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now we're going to go up here. I want to show you on this, I guess I didn't need to. Shut this. I want to show you on this napkin. Can you see where it says the apiary beehive culture? It is my hope. Actually, I'll do it with this side. I'm going to, I want that in that top. I want that to fit right in there. So, isn't that pretty? It's done, okay, for what I want on it. This is like this. This is ready for, I think I want it like that. This is ready for the bling to go on it. All right, so now it's time to embellish and have some fun with this. I want to use some Stick Fast, okay? This is from Amazon. It is in my Amazon store. I like the Stick Fast for wood-to-wood projects because it just stays, guys. And if you really think I want the antique, oh yeah, guys, the antique bronze on there. Guys, so far. Okay, let me show you these little, it's white resin. I put them in molds. I put the little drips off of them. I made these a long time ago, and I was looking at them going, oh, I could put those on there. Now, I feel like it needs a little something. I feel like it might need a little bit of brighter gold. So I'm going to brighten them up just a tad with our gold. Where's my gold brush? Here it is. I'm going to brighten these up just a tad. Yeah. Hold on, let me get my... So you can see it's brighter than that one. I think I just want one on there. Tell me what you guys think. Okay, there's that with that honeycomb. And see, you can see it's 3D, right? Okay, so there's one. And if I did another one, I would do it over here on this side. This is our beehive. That's our beehive. Okay, now let me set this to the side. We're gonna do a quick bow. I'm gonna show you guys how to do a fun, quick, sassy bow. Okay. So I have several different ribbons that we're gonna use. And I love to use vintage laces, and this is like a bias lace, a trim lace. It's very vintage. It was from an estate sale, and it's what they trimmed like slips with. So I will do about 5 pieces of that also. So I am going to cross this right here. Okay. Let's make sure these are about the same size. But everyone has their own ways that they do bows, and they're all just about the same. I mean, see what we got here? Everyone's like, that's a mess. No, wait till you see it. Now I'm gonna take a, oh, let me grab it. Zip tie. I love to use zip ties for my bows. Okay. That I folded it forward. Let me show y'all again. I held it forward like this all together, and then once I had it like that, I made it where it came out that way. And now I'm going to tighten it. Like so. Okay. So that is our scrappy bow. But I like to go in and I'm going to cut this. I want to go in here and I'm going to go to the bottom layers and I start trimming. I just kind of manipulate my bow around. I have one called a bloomin' bow that looks like a big old flower too. So there's my bow. There's my bow. It almost looks like a butterfly, doesn't it? Here's our board. Okay. Look at that crown. But it's just little pearls right in the middle of it. Guys, I love this. I love it. I love it.
Totally Dazzled sells sparkling rhinestone wedding supplies. Check us out at totallydazzled.com. But before you do, click up here and download our free Printable Sparkle Quotes. Or click down here and watch one of our other awesome tutorials.